I forgot that was still our banner. I thought we turned that off. All right, check if it's live again.
I see Ryan's legs on the chair.
Did you just delete the original one?
Okay, it's live now.
Is it live now? Okay, good. Hopefully we're dropping less frames because I have adjusted the settings. What? What are you laughing at? Leave our banner alone.
I find it. I really like it.
Here, how do I see it?
How come Minecraft in Espanol only has 5 views?
Why does
I've never
Minecraft
watched
in
that one.
Espanol only have 5
You
views?
ever put any tags on that? You need to put tags on
I don't think I ever tagged that
That's
one. The
important
other ones
for
I did do
engagement.
tags, but
That's
the other one
important for
I never put any
engagement.
tags on.
That's why this one has 90 and that one has 5.
This is
Also,
an
you
11-minute video.
gotta utilize the community feature if you really want to game the system, alright?
How do I look at the banner?
I'm gonna game your system here in a minute.
You better.
I was dead. How do I look at the banner? I can see it a little bit there, but I can't see it anymore.
No, the thumbnail of the stream is the banner.
Nope, it's not.
No, it's this thing.
No, it's that.
The hell are you looking at?
What? Oh,
How are you like
that's
looking
interesting.
at all of that? Are you like on the
one
about?
viewer, ladies and gentlemen, one viewer. I probably have to update
Somehow
my
this
link
switched
now.
to Jazza. Nothing. Just let me look at the whole channel thing. Do I have to turn it? No, I didn't. I don't
I'm
want
just
to
gonna delete that
unsubscribe.
story I posted and do a new one and just annoy the shit for doing it again.
We are live right now, gentlemen.
Can we get a new picture of me on that?
Yeah.
I'm like the only one that looks different.
We're just gonna get.
I look like Sans in one of them. What are you talking about?
I can't see the whole thing.
There's really a picture from you from the 5th grade where you colored me to look like Sans Undertale. He did.
I did it. It took like an
I
hour
don't.
or two.
That's,
I remember you doing it. It was painstaking.
I hate it. I hate this.
I like the picture of you in McDonald's where like you're holding that, but instead you're holding me up. You know.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I
good.
am. See, all I can see is me in the Sacred Heart shirt with the Jake backpack.
Yeah, that's what I see too. That's because the aspect ratio is not right, but we never bothered to fix it.
I hate
No,
it.
we didn't.
I hate it.
Okay, Weaver, we get it. I forget that y'all aren't wearing headphones, so I can hear y'all a lot better than you can hear me when I like whispering.
Yep.
All right, Weaver, you're getting affected on.
What are you
Jeez.
talking about?
What'd
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Right now.
I just demonized him.
Oh.
When Bailey gets that, she's gonna be like, "Oh my god."
I want to hear it.
Can we go back to the spinach?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh wait, we're doing
Sure,
a podcast.
We can go back to the spinach, I suppose. Yeah, why not?
What did they email? Do you know? Did you look into this?
I didn't look at. Why
Did
would I
you
have
get the
looked
demon
into
thing?
that?
I
What
want
did
to know what they emailed.
Is it like the actual one? Producer Bailey, everyone.
All right, can you two just talk while I find out what a spinach emailed to a
Shout out
person?
producer Bailey.
What am I supposed to talk about?
I said talk to each other. Okay.
Weaver,
I want to know what a spinach emailed.
let's have a conversation. You reading any good books lately?
No.
Okay.
I don't
You're
read.
not. You're not
I
helpful.
have
You're
this
not.
line from the travelandleisure.com article. I don't know how reputable a source Travel and Leisure is.
I don't
but
either. That's the one I was reading though.
Aside from being a nutritious addition to your salads and smoothies, the modest spinach plant
Smoothies?
also seems to be doing the work to save the planet too.
Yeah.
So the
okay.
email are apparently planet saving. I don't know what they are.
How can an email save the planet?
They're very climate change something.
That doesn't seem to help at all. Sending an email does not seem to be saving the climate. Wouldn't that use electricity?
It sure will.
I'm not wrong.
Is Weaver close enough to this mic right now?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
I'm kind of loud when I lean back, and then I get quiet when I get close.
Are you quite gonna get loud?
Ah!
All right, everybody, calm down.
I can't even.
Everybody, calm down.
Oh, I can see you. I can see.
Yeah, you see me peeking right there? I got that
Oh,
little light
God.
on my.
Which one's mine?
It's on my name. You're number 2.
Ah. Okay.
Ah!
All right, guys. Let's all take a pill. Let's all take a chill.
All right,
just
everyone.
take
All
a
right,
little sip.
everyone. Sip time.
Everyone, just sit back, take a sip. Shout out to Hannah. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, Diet Coke.
Appreciate it.
And when I run out of this, I'm gonna fill my pimp
I'm
channel.
gonna turn this so everyone can see that it's Weeblo's Dad Weekend on the mug.
What did we both stand for, Weaver?
Sex predators.
What?
No,
I think it
it's
stands for We'll
PB
Be Loyal
no,
Scouts,
yeah.
but I guess Sex Predators is a good option too.
That's pretty synonymous with the Boy Scouts nowadays.
Have you not seen the
so.
TV
I
advertisements?
see
You're
the
supposed to
advertisements
call
all the time because it's always on the television at
I
TGI
think,
Yeah.
Fridays.
I think the class action actually settled by now.
Well, yeah, but they're still putting the thing on. It's settled, but they're putting the thing on the TV still. Like, hey, call and you may be entitled to some compensation.
Boy
you know.
Scout class action.
It's
I was
always on
watching
the thing
the-
at Fridays. It's always on the TV.
The second Deadpool movie was on TV last night,
hmm
and I love he looks over and it's like the Tin Man. He's like Scoutmaster Tom, or not Tom, but whatever. It's not as
What
funny if
did
you don't
the
see it.
Spinach email.
Spinach email. Have you still not found out what it is yet?
No idea. Can I get a transcript of the email, please?
It probably just sends an email that says like
Save the planet.
010, and it's like, oh, that means carbon monoxide found. Is my guess. I don't think it sends cohesive sentences.
Is it just like information?
Yeah, no, it's just,
About what the spinach is, like,
it's
detecting?
Just using the chemical signals, like read the soil or something. I think.
That's it. Baylor, you keep an eye on the chat for
So
us?
it's basically just a living machine
I don't
that
have it
reads
pulled up, so
the,
if anything
the data
shows
in the
up, you don't
soil.
know.
And
Oh,
like,
here I found it. It said, "I'm very scared of Popeye. Keep him away from me."
I saw that. That's not correct.
All right,
I saw another one that was from Spinach to Popeye that
That's
just
only
said,
for
hey, yo,
spinach
what's up,
and
fam?
Well, that settles the spinach dispute.
That settles the Spinach dispute.
What's
It's
next
all-
on
it's
our
all
agenda?
Popeye.
Starlink Internet launched last week.
Starlink.
what's that?
Starlink, okay, you know how you live in the middle of nowhere and you have satellite
Mm-hmm.
internet?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that, but it doesn't suck.
And
Sweet.
so
They say I don't remember exactly. I think the speeds were like 80 megs, which is pretty good
Which
which is
is-
really good for satellite. Most people's cable doesn't. A lot of people's cable isn't that good.
Yeah, AT&T is pretty bad.
so where were we
That's
looking?
not satellite though.
I know.
'Cause
It's
you have,
probably
like,
worse than that.
You have like HughesNet.
I have AT&T.
No, you have Dish. That's it.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, wait.
Yeah, your actual satellite. Is it Dish or DirecTV?
Dish.
Dish.
Dish is better.
Oh.
They both suck, so I don't really
Um,
think it matters which one's better.
But it's
to be honest
better.
With you.
So anyway, if you're not familiar with what Starlink is, it's a SpaceX program, right?
Yes, it is. It's
By
Elon.
Mr.
Mr.
Elon
Musk.
Muskrat.
Oh, that's the video on Instagram of the thing exploding.
No, that's different.
That's the Challenger.
No.
No.
Mr. Musk did have a rocket explode, but they did get some good data from it, so it was worth it.
Oh, that's good.
Rockets go boom.
He had one about like 3 months ago, but go boom too. He'd be blowing up a lot of boys. But Starlink is a plan for a worldwide global. Words mean the same thing.
America.
Global internet.
Mhm.
You know, satellites all over the globe connecting each other. Everyone gets free internet. That's the thought process behind it.
Free.
In the end, potentially.
Well, free. Okay, free service. You have to buy the dish and like the receiver and stuff. But the point is, you buy
not
that, and
paying
it's
for a plan.
it's a one-time payment. You don't have to pay like a monthly thing. It's not like that.
Well, maybe we can use that in the basement.
No. This is a map
That's empty.
on a mug.
I know, but you must.
Musk.
Bring it over here.
I'm sitting. Come
Producer
Throw it over
Bailey
here.
is having a fit.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh my god, give it here.
What do you want me to do with that?
Nothing.
I think we might be about to have our first caller in on the show. I'm not quite sure.
A collar?
Somebody asked. Yep, we have a caller on the show,
Can we
everybody.
set that up?
We have speakerphone.
Mm.
Hello, caller. You're on the show.
Am I?
Yeah, that's a fact. You're on the show.
Who's this
Who's that?
caller?
I can't tell you.
What do you mean you can't tell us?
Wonderful. I would love to be on the show right now.
Oh
I
my
just wanted
God.
To say a
You
big
know.
applause
He knows.
to the three beautiful people on the screen. I got Jacob Weaver,
name's
Ryan
not
Geyer,
Jacob.
and I don't
What
know
did you
his
just
name.
say?
Hold up. I just want to say I love y'all, and you are the best, baby.
Well then,
All right, thank you, caller, for that riveting introduction.
Please only
You can call me
us if-
later.
Please only call us if you have something productive
By the
to
way.
say.
Um,
Don't do this.
My name's not
Please don't
Jacob.
do this. I remember middle school.
my name's not Jacob.
I'm sorry.
I remember middle school. Do you not?
I'm so glad Weaver doesn't remember middle school.
Which one was it?
Because I know you'll shut up about it until after this is over. He wouldn't, and I don't want to. I don't want to hear it right now. Okay.
Back to Starlink.
All right, back to Starlink.
Global worldwide. The plan is, in the end,
If anybody else out there, if you'd like to
No,
call in and
only
say something
call-
productive about Starlink,
only
we'd
call
be
in.
happy to take your call.
We will block your number.
I
if
can
you just
provide my number.
Spam
You
us.
will
I can
block
provide
your
a number. I'm not giving my personal number.
Banana phone.
No, I have a Talkatone
Where's the banana
app.
phone?
Yeah, I have that. Right here.
Okay, good.
The plan in the end for Starlink is to provide worldwide global internet access. In the end, for free. Right now, you always have to pay for it because things cost money.
That's
But
true. Things do cost money. Yeah.
the big problem with Starlink is space clutter, space trash. It's a big problem. We're just surrounding the Earth and satellites. There's a lot of shit up there. Are we allowed to cuss on this show?
Are
Sure.
we?
Go for it.
Okay. But Mr. Muskrat has come up with a brilliant idea of these satellites only last probably about like 10 years or something like that.
Really?
It's a
There's-
satellite. I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to be outdated soon.
Yeah.
Well, we got outdated, so that it's not like they're getting destroyed or anything. They're just
So
out of
after
date.
they're
Because
outdated-
I don't remember the exact metric, but I'm pretty sure that like there's a statistic that says anything that's sent into space today is actually technology from like a year ago, because that's when they developed it and had all the weight
Yeah,
perfectly done out, stuff like that.
But the way that they solve that is the satellites are programmed after they go past their expiration date of this is absolute obsolete. They shoot into a lower atmosphere and they still keep in orbit, but it's lower orbit, so they'll actually just burn themselves up. So space trash, not a problem.
Kind of sounds like a waste of the metal and stuff, but
Well, you either have it burn up or you have it just sitting around Earth, or you have it come back down to Earth and just explode on impact.
I mean,
somewhere.
if we're
Oh,
being
it is
honest, none
extremely
of which
dangerous.
are really good options. I mean, we can't just
Pretty
leave
hard
it
to
up
get out of the
there.
no,
ocean, too, wouldn't it?
burning up in the. I mean, it's wasteful.
Burning
for-
up in the atmosphere is that's a
wasteful
good
Yeah,
for
option.
that's like the-
metal,
But we
yeah,
can't
but-
leave it there, and we can't have it just crash into the Earth
Yeah.
because you can't control. If it's crashing, you can't control where it's going
Yeah.
to go. I mean,
you can put it in the ocean.
I
but
mean,
then that would
you,
just,
you've
it'd
got.
be hard
You,
to
I
get
mean,
it
you
out.
literally have a 70% chance it'll land in the ocean. But like, you
then you're
can't
polluting
really
the
take that
oceans,
risk.
too.
That's too big of a risk that it'll land in a populated city and kill some people or something. knock
Wouldn't
down
it
some
just be
houses.
that you
and
make
even
it?
if it lands in
Wouldn't
the
it just be
ocean-
that you like do the math and make it land in the ocean?
Well, I mean, if it's doesn't have power, if it's degraded,
Yeah,
I mean, you can't
if it's
control it.
auto-programmed just to shoot down, you can get it wrong, and if you hit like a fault line or something, you can like
Yeah, you're like,
it'd be bad.
like that's it.
Gotcha.
Starlink, it'll be cool. Give it
Can't
some
wait
time.
to die from a flying satellite one day.
Yeah, give it a couple years. I think Starlink's really gonna help connect the world even further. First
Oh, they
we
should've
had
been doing that
first
in
we
the
had the telegraph, then we had the train, then we had the phone, now we have Starlink.
I
Is
don't
that the
think it's
order?
I don't.
I'm pretty sure trains came first. So.
First we had the train, then we had the telegram, which was the first intercontinental, good, transatlantic.
No, the first
Communication.
The first transatlantic communication was a boat.
It was a boat. I understand that, but I'm talking about like instant,
The
like
Polynesian.
rapid,
What about
like rapid.
What about
okay?
swimming?
There's a telegram, and then we had the phone. Thank you, Alexander. And then we had
Not Hamilton, Graham
then we had
Bell.
Starlink.
No, you're
Aw.
thinking it.
I was.
Were you
thinking
really
it.
thinking
I knew
Alexander
it
Hamilton?
wasn't, but
Are
I
you
was
that
like-
stupid?
No.
I need to get some sound effects
Who
so I can
invented,
just call Weaver an idiot. What?
Who invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Who invented the telegraph?
Alexander Graham Bell
Was-
Senior.
Wasn't that the dude that was trying to?
So you think the man who invented the telegraph raised a boy to said, "I can best this," and so
You know,
he made
I
the
can
telephone.
see how much this chair is at an angle, and I can't wait for you to one day just go. and it
I've been
just-
doing this forever, dude.
Yeah. No, these chairs go back.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That one goes back a little too far because it's broken.
Who invented the
Oh, Caleb's hitting me up.
telegraph?
Thank you, Caleb.
Invented
Shout
the
out
train.
Caleb if he's in the chat. Thank you.
Mr. David Alter invented the telegraph. In case you were wondering.
David Alter, you said, like Alter or AR.
ER.
You don't wanna
What
do
was
in
that,
the mic?
producer Bailey?
Not particularly.
What did you want, producer Bailey?
He was a Pennsylvania man.
Live studio on
What were
its
you
Hannah?
Hmm?
Good. My phone's just about to die, and that's about all the.
We have about 1 million charges over here on the shelf.
I need that to be alive.
Get that
And a
one that
sword.
extends and plug it in the thing that's hanging from the ceiling. No, here, next to that mug.
Oh wait, yeah. You guys want me to take the? Should we show it?
Should we show what?
No, don't show that. That's embarrassing.
What is it? Hang on. We're gonna main. Yeah, we're not gonna show that.
Sad.
Yeah, we're not gonna show that.
I gotta finish the one that I was making.
How
Yeah,
close
you
is that
should
to
finish that.
completion?
That would be cool.
It's sword length.
Sword length.
How close is that to completion?
What's
Sword length.
what's the average sword length, please,
Well,
Weaver?
this
I would
isn't
like
a
to
full-
know.
This isn't a full sword. It's gonna be more
Okay,
like a short
can
one.
we-
Okay, it's a short sword. You need to say that.
This
Don't
is
just
a
say sword
segment-
length.
This is a segment I could call Weaver's technical breakdown of boring things. Weaver, can you tell me how to make a sword?
Yeah, please do. I'd
All
love to
right,
hear.
so you start with some metal.
Okay.
No, I
Alright.
want you to get specific.
I
like
want you to
do
get
about
very
things that
specific. I
you're-
want you to tell me
you're-
what
you're-
type of metal, how hard it is. I want you to tell me what like grade of steel you're starting
So
with.
let me let you know. It's random metal I found out in the yard.
Like this is stuff you're actually interested in, right?
A little bit.
Okay, yeah.
See,
So
he's
so
actually
you
interested. So he actually can talk
Alright,
about
so-
this.
So tell me about it.
Metal. I don't know what metal. I didn't look into that. I was like, you know what? This isn't super important. It's some metal.
I think the kind of metal is kind
No,
of important.
Is it magnetic?
It is important, but not for what I'm doing.
Okay.
So basically, start with some metal. All right. You put it in the forge.
Yeah.
So mine's like a little not really homemade, but it's got like 2 propane burners on the top.
Uh huh.
And then put it in. You close one side, turn the heat up, give it some oxygen, and you wait. And that's it. Until it's hot, and then when it's hot, you take it out and you hit it with a hammer over an anvil.
Yeah.
And so basically, you got to so you got your little brick of metal here. All right. So if you hit it this way, it's gonna spread out and go this way. So then what you have to do when it gets misshapen is turn it to the side and hit this one. And since you have the anvil, it'll straighten itself out and elongate.
What size anvil do you have?
Very small one. Actually.
What's the exact weight
What's the
on
weightage
that?
on that?
Mhm.
I don't know the weight. I can pick it up though.
How much can you
Not
lift?
not super
hang on,
easily.
hang
It's
on.
I can move it.
Weaver, how much can you
The
lift?
question is, do you lift, bro?
I don't know.
But do you lift, bro?
I do.
Yeah, do you? Do you?
Just
Really?
the anvil though.
I've never seen you lift a thing.
I've
I've never seen you lift a finger.
You ever been in the gym?
You ever been outside? You
e-
silver spoon?
Every single time you talk, you're peeking, bro.
I'm getting really close.
Yeah, you have yourself turned out kind of high.
I mean, I was a little higher than y'all, but it seemed like I needed to be.
Oh, what? You get to
Which
be
one?
higher than us?
I want to be high.
I'm listening to it. I think mine sounds a little quieter. This is an older mic.
All right, so what were we talking? Oh yeah, the metal. Basically, yeah, you keep that. You just do that process until you get it long enough that you want, or close enough, and then you start. Yeah,
All right.
metal's a grower. If you didn't know,
When metal is a
Not a
grower, that's
shower?
fact. All right,
it's not
Weaver,
It is a shower
Weaver,
once you
I have-
grow it.
I have our first question.
me.
We have our first text-in question.
A text-in question.
Yes, we do. Alrighty. What is Weaver's favorite type of metal? What is your favorite type of metal, Weaver?
My favorite type of metal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's so many kinds.
All right. Pick one.
Iron.
Any
Not
specific
steel? Not
like
steel?
any specific hardness or anything?
Is it iron 2 or iron 3?
One of them.
Or iron 5?
Is that a thing?
That's when you add them
Yes.
together.
I believe it is. I think it is. I don't know. Why don't we Google it? I haven't been to chemistry in a while.
I was looking something
Could be
up.
uranium.
All right. Joseph texted in with a piece of advice for us.
Does it count as a metal?
What?
Uranium?
Yeah, it's metal.
Okay.
Yeah, they make rods out
Joseph
of it, so yeah.
texted in. He says he got a piece of advice for the three of all.
What's that?
Don't get so close to the mic.
No.
Hey,
Hey, make me.
leave me alone.
I don't know.
Mr.
So,
Ryan.
so Weaver, why iron? Why iron?
Iron? I don't know. I don't really know a lot about metals, to be honest. I didn't do that part of the research. I learned about.
You just learned about
how to
specifically
actually.
what you
I
had,
learned.
how
I
to-
learned how to do it.
Okay.
So is your spoon made of iron? You got an iron spoon?
I do not have an iron. I don't know what metal it is.
I want you to make a silver spoon and go on that 80s TV show.
I did make a butter knife and a
This guy
spoon
knows
so
what I'm
far.
talking
I
about.
tried making a fork, but that's kind of hard to hold hot metal and then a chisel and a hammer all at the same time.
I don't know how they do it.
There is actually a way. So anvils have a they have this little. They have like a little circle and a square.
The camera went off. Hey, hey,
Hey.
hey. Producer
Hey.
Billy or Hannah.
Yes.
Press that button on the back of the camera.
thought you
The one
turned-
just
I
to
thought
the
you
right of the
turned that
screen.
on.
Yeah,
I
I thought
did,
you-
but
I thought you
something
changed
weird
it.
happened.
The
The one that pokes out more than the rest of them. Good.
That looks like it turned it
Yes.
all off.
Okay, that fixed it.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, what
This
were
Thank
we
you,
talking
Hannah.
about?
I don't know why I did
This
that.
is a shit show.
I don't know why I did that.
What are we talking about?
President Biden has signed in how many official?
55
Oh yeah, let's talk about what
official
Biden's
orders.
done.
I think is it more now?
It probably is more now. I think we should do a whole episode about it. I think it's going to take a while. I want to get them printed out, you know?
Mhm.
I wasn't sure if we were going to print them out today, so I brought my manila envelopes.
All right, so
I brought
is
manila
that,
file folders.
Is that all 216? How many pages was it?
Oh, I looked it up. It's 95. The ones that I have, when I got it from the federal, not reserve, but the federal what's it called?
Website archive.
The Federal Archive, yeah, I got it from that. And they didn't, I don't believe they had all 55. But of all the ones they had, I counted it up, and it's 95 pages in total.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 285 pages if we all get a copy. If anybody wants to donate a very large printer full of ink.
What's the print? Like Nova?
And like 3 reams of paper.
Is that printer?
Yeah, Nova copy.
Yeah.
I think you can do it like Office Max, too. We could just go to Office
Was it
Max.
like a cent, like a paper?
I don't know, but at school it's 10 cents, and I wasn't about to pay $30.
They don't charge at our school. I don't think they
Yeah,
would
you
like
go
it
to
either.
private school.
We're,
They
we're
charge you money to use a printer at the school?
Yeah, 10 cents a page.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not unreasonable.
school. I mean, public school is not very well funded these days.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden. Doesn't have the same ring to it as Obama. I don't know what it is about thanks Obama, but it just
2
sounds
syllables.
right.
It just it's because it's got more
Or no,
syllables.
three syllables.
It's got several syllables
Right.
in there.
Oh,
Whereas
bum,
Biden's just 2. Trump's just
Biden.
Trump. It's just 1, I think.
Trump's just Trump.
He's
It
number
just
1.
is.
No.
We don't need to talk about him.
We don't need to talk about
We
him.
can just leave it alone. All right,
I
let's
think-
move on. Austin, just point at this page. Don't look at
Oh
it. Just
wait,
point at
no,
it
I
somewhere.
wasn't
We're
done
gonna-
explaining how you hold the metal with the.
We're moving on.
You gotta go
No,
up.
they have these little.
Okay.
Does the live audience have something to say?
Don't go
Yes,
anything.
no one cares about your goddamn medals.
This is the end
Okay,
of
you gotta
week.
keep your
Say
finger in
something.
one place.
The-
Okay, here's the line.
Can I say something?
All right, we're talking about.
What's up, producer? The producer's saying something.
The topic that you're on is quite boring. Simply improve. Move on.
A producer?
Thank you, producer.
This is the end of Weaver over-explaining things that no one cares about.
Thank you.
This is a-
Thank
this
you
is
for
a-
watching
I don't-
Weaver over
you're not gonna
explaining
cancel
This
things.
me.
will be a recurring segment. I
You're
don't
not gonna
care-
cancel me.
I-
Okay, hey,
exactly.
y'all need to quiet down.
This will be a recurring segment. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, you can move a little closer. Yours isn't as.
I'm not talking as loud as Weaver.
Yeah,
just
I know.
shouting over there.
Could just turn me down a
So
little bit.
what's up is.
That's not really how microphones
Turn
work.
myself
I mean,
down
you
a little
can.
bit.
It is actually
But
according to
if,
that.
if you're shouting into a mic, then it's just gonna be loud no matter what.
Okay. No. Next topic. Awesome. You just chose from this list. Oh, this is a good one. Let's do another Weaver segment.
A Weaver segment?
Let's do another Weaver segment. All right. Welcome to.
Back to
Hang on,
back.
let me get my jingle,
jingle,
ready.
get the jingle.
I'll do it live. This is the only time you're gonna see me do this jingle live because it's gonna be recorded from here on out.
Everybody look at the camera. Go. Do it. Austin, come on.
My audio is not on. Words Weaver cannot say. There it is. All right, that's the jingle. All right, so
I like that.
word number 1.
It's so beautiful.
Are you just gonna write words down as Weaver to say them?
Yes, I am.
And then you're gonna have like Siri pronounce them or something.
I already spelled this word wrong.
You should have you should do like have me say it and then tell Siri to say it.
All
Like in the
right.
Google definition thing, you know.
I mean, yeah, we could do that, or I could just tell you how to say it.
That's dumb.
All right, production assistant Bailey, I need you to go hold this up close to the camera.
I can't even see the
Hey,
word.
Bailey's.
How am I supposed to say it if I can't see
I'll
it?
tell you how close to get. Yeah, it's good. Okay, here's the word. All right, bring it
on
up.
back.
Don't show Weaver yet. Alrighty, Weaver. This word has
I don't know.
1, 2,
I
3,
haven't seen the
4,
word.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 letters.
11 letters.
That's not that big a
We got
word.
a comment. We got a comment.
That's almost
Yeah,
12.
I see it.
What's up,
It's
producer?
coming through.
What does it say?
It says, "Why is Weaver looking like a highlighter?" From Anna Bear.
Okay, there's no reason to be rude.
Highlighter.
I mean, is it true? Yes, but man's gotta do what man's gotta do.
Not sponsored.
By who?
McCoy's.
McCoy's.
Heating and air. And plumbing.
You keep on talking about it like you are Weaves.
But we're not.
I mean, do you legally have to say you're sponsored?
Yeah, I think so.
If you're sponsored,
Yeah.
Okay, so Weaver. Anyway, like I said, 11
Give me the
words.
word.
Would you like to know? I'm just gonna let you look at it first. And if you have any questions for me, like a spelling bee, what's the language of origin, and things like that. Here's the word for you, by the way. I didn't show you the word yet because I don't think he's gonna have any chance at this one. I'm gonna be. honest. We should have picked an easier one for the
He
first.
should have seen this word before.
He definitely should have, but remember, he didn't read the book.
And he's also heard me say it before.
All right, Weaver. This word.
what's the definition?
The definition is
Rich people.
it is defined as like rich property owners and kind of monarch.
Yeah. Rich
Type
business
people.
owners, CEOs, like the upper class, like the very top.
Yeah, very like
The
This
top
seems
one.
familiar from Hubbard's class.
The top
upper
1%.
class. Yeah, the top 1%. Yeah.
I know what it looks like, but that's
Say
not.
it.
That's not. No.
Go ahead. No, just say it. Just say it. That's the point of this thing, is that you can't pronounce it. So just give it a shot.
I don't.
No, the whole point of segment. Read the word.
Yeah,
to me.
I know. I get it.
Read
No,
the word
Weaver,
to me.
read the word out. Just sound it out. Use your English.
Boy Joyce.
Boys Joyce.
Boys Joyce. That's not
It's
it.
like
I hate
Virgi-
to tell
like
you.
Virgi
That's
Joyce.
actually closer than I thought you were gonna get.
Virgi Joyce.
I don't know about you. That's actually closer to the correct pronunciation. Than
What
I
did you
thought
think
he'd
I
ever
was
get.
gonna
Boys
say?
Joyce.
Yeah, Boys Joyce. All right, now if I give you the language of origin, maybe it'll help you a little bit. The language of origin of this word
I don't think will help.
is French.
Doesn't help. You wanna know why? Because French is not a language.
No, French is a language, and its pronunciation makes sense once you know the rules. Austin.
I don't know the rules of flinch.
Well, just well, just imagine a French person, okay, like from Cars.
Just say
right.
Boys Joyce, but in a French accent.
Did you just say from Cars?
Yeah, like in Cars 2 when they go to France. Just imagine that, and then say this word in that accent,
Ryan's
and then
missing
maybe
a
you'll
French
get closer to the
person
correct
besides in
pronunciation.
Cars.
I like Cars 2, Austin. It's
That's
good.
the worst one. That's like the worst Pixar
I
movie.
like Cars 2.
Cars 2 is the worst Pixar movie. I stand by that.
Baguette.
All right, Austin, would you like to tell them, or shall I?
Bourgeoisie.
I
actually
don't think
heard-
I've ever heard that.
I've heard it bourgeoisie.
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 That works too.
I mean, either one. I mean, it's probably
we're
it's probably
American.
like a regional thing.
Yeah,
you
we're
know, whether you
American.
pronounce the R's a little more or a little less.
The birds
Anyway.
work. The birds work.
Yeah,
for
I'm
'em.
familiar with that concept. Is that the end of the segment?
And that concludes today's episode of Words Weaver Cannot Pronounce.
I can't wait till we get a whole compilation of this, and it's just like one after the other, like hard cut, you know?
I have an idea for another segment. Words Weaver doesn't know. the
All right, we
meaning
have
to.
another person that told us to stop getting so close to the mic, so I'm just going to turn us all down a little bit.
Why do you have to be so rude?
Who's the other person?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm just going to turn
Why
down
aren't
the
they
main
using the
volume
chat?
a little bit. All righty.
Instead
So
of, like,
here we go.
texting.
All right, so we're turned down a little bit. Maybe we should be good now.
I'm not looking at
I don't have anything in front
Hi,
of me.
sound guy. I'm right here.
From there? I mean, you can just be as close now. I turned you down a little bit.
Okay.
How do I sound?
Y'all are not loud at all. I don't know what
You'll sound fine.
I can barely hear
Well,
Austin.
you know, when you get up this close to the microphone,
All right, I'll turn Austin up
maybe
a
they
little
have their
bit.
volume up louder than.
Well, no,
I mean-
think it's because your mic is
Alrighty.
literally directed towards your chin, so make it towards your mouth a little bit more.
What? No.
Anyway, so what else we got?
Where am I at? Right here.
Any more Weaver segments while we're at it?
I think we're out of Weaver segments for
No.
now.
Finally.
I have an idea for a Weaver segment.
Do you want us to do it right now?
Yeah.
go for it.
Words Weaver doesn't know the meaning to, but he can guess.
That sounds like a great one. What's our word?
I can't wait to get to a normal word. Like
I think
very,
I can. Here,
very,
let me
like,
put in a little
common.
text thing real quick, so I don't have to.
Weaver, your word of the day is McCarthyism.
Can you spell it?
I don't think that's a.
MC
I think that's an idea.
C.
Wait, hang
A.
on. I gotta.
I'll
Add
wait.
source.
I'll wait. I can wait for
I
you.
gotta go to properties and I gotta do stuff. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it
Why is this?
where you believe in McCarthy?
Who's McCarthy?
Yes.
Okay, here. What is it?
McCarthyism.
MCCARTHYISM.
Okay, so Weaver, I want this to just be full reign on you. I need a definition. I need an origin. I need an everything from it.
Came from General McCarthy,
Who is General McCarthy?
a general at some point.
A general from where?
Yes.
What'd he do?
Yes.
Weaver, make me up
He
a story.
fought.
Fought where?
Somewhere.
When?
I don't know.
Come on, Weaver, give me a
I keep
story.
grabbing the
McCarthy
wrong
time.
thing, Austin.
In McCarthy time. What time is that?
About 12 o'clock.
There it is. About
12,
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, which is McCarthy time.
I
PM
go ahead
or
and
AM?
transition over there. McCarthyism. We got it
I
on the
think
screen.
PM sounds better.
Oh, look, Savi's here. Everybody say
Savi.
hi to Bailey's cousin.
Hey, Savi, how's it going?
Production assistant Bailey, say hi to your cousin.
Hello.
Can she even be heard from that far away?
I'm going to take a quick break for the
I hear
moment.
myself.
Weaver, is it to pee?
I've been drinking a lot of Diet Coke.
Can we at least say
No,
that-
no, we have to finish the segment first.
Yeah,
Let's
thought we
finish the
did.
segment first.
No, okay. So your definition of McCarthyism is what is the definition?
All right, so it's the belief that McCarthy did some fighting someday at 12 o'clock.
Okay, so the
Or
word
otherwise known as McCarthy.
McCarthyism is the belief that General McCarthy did some fighting at 12 p.m.
And
in an undisclosed location, but at a disclosed time.
and now he's God.
And now
And
he
now
is
he's God.
God.
There it is.
You think
We haven't dropped any frames, which is good, since I changed the settings.
what did you change?
I just changed
Can we
it to
get
be
to
more
the definition?
optimized. All right, let's move on.
The definition of McCarthyism is You got the definition pulled up. What is that word?
I don't have it pulled up.
Words that
Was I
Austin can't
supposed to have
pronounce.
it
Is this
pulled
a
up?
new segment?
Vociferous? Is that a word?
Hang on, no, I'll pull it up.
Vesuvius.
I have a speech impediment for anyone.
You
who
do not have a speech
No,
impediment.
I legitimately do.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you don't.
A vociferous
I went through a
campaign
lot.
against alleged communists in the U.S. government and other institutions carried out under Senator Joseph McCarthy
I
in the
already
period
stopped paying
1950 to 1954. Many of the accused were blacklisted or lost their jobs, although most did not, in fact, belong to the Communist Party. He's going to pee.
It's a witch hunt for communists.
Yeah, it's a communist witch hunt within the U.S. government in the 50s.
Anyway,
All right, let's go ahead and turn that off.
ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back.
Yeah, we're going to transition over to our intermission screen. I'm going to pour myself a nice glass of Sunny D.
We'll be back in about 5.
Hang on, I should put a timer so people know we'll be back in 5. Otherwise, it's just going to look like we abandoned the set. Oh, I didn't mute anybody yet.
You should probably do that.
Mic up for now since we're still. Add source. Come on, pull that down. Alright, we're taking a 5-minute intermission here, so don't take longer than 5 minutes. Alrighty, we'll be back soon, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go ahead and put some music on for you.
Where'd you put my phone?
Alright, this next track is going to be. we're gonna be going ahead on to back to our main screen. Let's get it going here. 5 viewers. What's up? Let me get some what's up in the chat. Let's hear some people in chat. Come on, shout it out, guys.
Just no pogs. Pogs aren't allowed
No
anymore.
pogs. We don't do that. Do have a oatmeal cream pie and a lovely glass of Sunny D. Lovely
About that.
pimp chalice of
Bring
Sunny
all the
D, I
pogs
should
you
say.
want.
No pogs though.
No.
How about a pog champ?
Nah, that's the pog I'm referring to.
Yeah, that's what we were referring
Okay.
to.
Unless you're referring to the other kind of pog, which is not appropriate for this show.
I don't know.
Are
It
you
sounds
sure?
pretty good to me.
Poggers.
All right, where's my 5 people at? Let me see some pogs
Diet
in the
Coke and
chat.
Oreos. Perfect mixture.
Not that POG, that's for babies. You know what I'm talking about. Let me get some pogs. Alrighty, next topic. What do we got?
Oh, yeah,
Austin, shall we do communism, socialism, or Trotskyism?
what do those mean?
Since 2 of those are the same thing.
I got an idea. Weaver, you're familiar with war.
A little bit.
What do you know about war?
What is it good for?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely nothing.
Alrighty, cool. So, Vietnam. Do you know what happened in Vietnam?
Not a lot.
Do you know why we were fighting Vietnam?
Not really. No.
Yeah, neither do I. Austin, you're the history buff.
History. Social
You
studies.
don't know
State
why we
champ.
were in Vietnam?
Well, I mean, I know.
I know people didn't like it afterwards. I know they were go for it at the beginning, and then they didn't like the end of it. There was some orange gas or something that killed a lot of people. And I was like,
Agent
poison.
Orange?
The trees were talking. There were some pitfall traps, and
Okay.
With some giant logs seen swimming down to like the Ewoks.
What do you think?
Yeah,
This
sure.
is an Indiana
Let's go
Jones
with that.
film?
whatever you say.
Okay, so Vietnam started because the Cold War and shit. It was the 60s. Right, 60s. Isn't that the right time frame, guy?
One
yeah,
of them.
yeah. Early 70s as well. I'd say early
Yeah.
mid 70s as well. Well, it continued into there.
The Soviets mingled with the North Vietnamese, and they said, "Hey, you want to be commies?" And they said, "We sure do, buddy." But then the South Vietnamese were like, "I don't know about this whole communism thing. I kind of like our old system." And the U.S. like, "I like that old system too. Commie's bad." So they started fighting over it.
So basically the same thing that
So
happened
it's
in
two world
Korea.
superpowers with two little puppets.
Actually, I take that back.
Kind of pretty much the same thing that happened in
Vietnam
Korea.
at that time was still a French colony, right? Because
Uh-huh.
the French used to own all of Indochina, Vietnam
correct.
being part of Indochina.
They used to own Louisiana too.
Not anymore.
Also correct. So Indochina, so they were like, "Hey, France, this
Only
was,
cost 20 million.
yeah,
What about Istanbul?
used to be
Istanbul
Constantinople.
used to be it was Constantinople.
Why was it? Why now Istanbul?
The Turks.
What? That's nobody's business but the Turks.
Okay.
The way you phrased that was so just shut me down, man.
Hey, so yeah, this was a time in history where decolonization was in fad because
Decolonization.
because the U.S. didn't like big old
Independence.
colonial empires. You know, the British were doing it, the French were doing it, everybody was having a grand old time. So the French were
Except for the Americans.
we were in the colonizing phase, but it's not real colonization.
Because we
it's-
stopped that.
we
were a
spread
colony.
freedom places. So the
And
French
take
were
the oil.
giving the Vietnamese more power to themselves, and they decided communism. And the French was like, "We can't fucking deal with this. We just finished World War II, and like half of us died."
That's correct.
So they're like, "Hey, Big Daddy U.S., you're in charge of the world now, NATO and all that shit. You want to come help us fight these guys
Uh-huh.
off?"
Amen.
And we were like, "Fucking communism? Get the fuck out of here, Viet Cong." So we went in with a ton of helicopters, but it was the jungle, so you can't fly helicopters in the jungle.
And then they took a bunch of boats.
Yeah.
But
Then
there
those
were-
got shot.
And went down the rivers, but it didn't matter because there were just people hiding in the trees that the boats couldn't see, but they could see the boats and then just sink
With
the boats.
guns, yeah.
With guns, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we ended up burning down.
And they kind of knew where they were. And
We ended up burning down about 2/3 of Vietnam
oh,
with napalm and Agent Orange, which is poison gas, but you know, it's bad for. Which has caused genetic like defects to this day. There's still a lot of bad babies in Vietnam.
There's a lot of bad babies everywhere, though, if we're being honest.
But Agent Orange made
Have
a
you
real
seen
bad
him?
like
baby.
America.
America be making
Alright,
bad
so
babies.
essentially the Vietnam War was just a civil war supported by
The two major superpowers.
the two major superpowers.
Yeah, that's how wars work. In the,
that is how wars work. So, Vietnam Civil War. That's cool. How about the American Civil War? That's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Weaver, tell us about the American Civil War. Because I know you're more versed in that topic than I am.
If
And I'm
you
sure-
call
What do
it-
you want? What do
I'm
you
sure-
want to know?
Just tell me all about it.
What do you call it?
I know what we call it.
What do you call
What do
it?
you call it?
Answer the question.
I'm
It's the-
debating on which one's the right answer for me.
As long
I
as-
know what the right answer
What
is.
letter does it start with?
In.
Oh no, that's not the right answer.
Wait,
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
no,
whoa. Pick
no,
something
wait,
else.
wait, no.
Pick another answer.
Wait, no, it starts with a W.
Say what you're gonna
Okay,
say.
go for it then.
I know the answer. So the answer around here, if you ask anyone, it's going to be War of Northern Aggression.
Who fired the first shots in the Civil War?
Yeah, who was that?
Pretty sure the South.
Where?
Where
Fort
was it?
Sumter.
Which was a what fort?
One of them.
A Union fort?
Yeah.
So the South shot Union soldiers first?
Yes, but no one died.
So Weaver.
No
tell
one
me-
died. No
shoot-
one died at
Weaver,
Sumter.
Weaver, just tell us about the general.
No. I
So,
want,
so
If
you want
I-
to go into detail
if
on
I
this?
shoot-
So all right. So
okay.
here's how this worked. No, here.
that
All
is
right.
true. No one died in Fort Sumter.
no, but if I shoot at you, but I don't kill you.
No. Hold on.
Are you?
You're not getting the whole picture
Are
here.
you
All right.
the
So how this
aggressor?
worked? What was going on? What was it? South Carolina? Yeah, South Carolina. So they weren't very happy with what's going on. What's going on there?
Nothing.
All right. So
Continue talking.
they were kind of afraid that there's a lot of secrets going on here.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
All right, so they were afraid that the North would come in and take away their slaves and their states' rights and stuff like that. But mainly their slaves and the economy and all that, that kind of thing.
Slaves.
So they were
Yeah.
a bit afraid of that.
That's what the Civil War
Slaves,
was
slaves,
fought over.
economy. Slaves economy.
The economy was on a slave system.
Yeah, but
and so that's why
you're
they
just kinda
fought the wars because of
specifying it down to
slaves.
One part of it.
Yeah, they fought the war because of slaves. Okay, continue.
I can read the letters of succession to you if you want.
No, that's kind of what I'm getting to.
Secession, not succession,
My bad.
because it's secession.
So
It's
then,
different.
basically, they were like,
What I meant
"Hey,
to say.
They're synonyms.
we're gonna break away, peaceably, and
No, we're not gonna break away. We're gonna stay on this topic.
no, I'm talking
No.
about So yeah, they're like, we're gonna break away peaceably, and we don't want to cause no more problems. We kind of don't like the ideas that you guys are going for, and so then they left. And then Lincoln put out his kind of response to it, which is like, it's my job to protect the Union. You're trying to destroy that by leaving it, and it's not a union if it's not together. How unions work, And then yeah, so then the Union actually had troops in Sumter, which was technically CSA territory.
Because it was a Union fort, maybe.
Yep, but in CSA territory.
Okay.
Is Sumter in
What was
Virginia?
that?
There's different ideas of why it happened.
Is Sumter
But
in
what I
Virginia?
believe is that they had troops there, and they weren't gone after a certain amount of time.
Whoa, we just lost 3 viewers.
Oh, I wonder why. You're
Wait.
the. But anyways, my thinking was that they probably just tried to get them out because they were in their territory. It's kind of like, why would you have someone that's your enemy in your
So
land?
the people, it was the Union territories first.
It was, and then they broke
so,
away.
So the Union troops were there in their fort. And these
Oh no,
guys-
no! I'm not trying to make right what they did. I'm saying
And then
why,
the
I'm giving an idea.
Wait,
of
so
why.
let
I'm
me
just following this to its logical conclusion.
Because I'm following this somewhat. So it was Union fort right there,
We're in Virginia.
and then in Virginia,
South Carolina.
South Carolina. And then the Articles of Secession, and they were like, hey, actually, that's
This-
our land where
Actually,
your
this is
And then a
our
bunch of
land.
other states
where
joined
your-
in
where your
whenever,
fort is-
whenever after Sumter.
where your
but-
fort is built. That's our land.
Yeah, where
Somebody was
where
an
your
idiot. They
fort is
should've-
built, which the
Yeah, they were afraid they were going to take away the different rights of the states because every state kind of like they all had their own flags and their own governments and articles and stuff like that.
Constitutions.
Or not government, you know what I meant.
Constitutions.
Yeah, said the wrong word. But they were all doing their own thing until like after the Civil War when it became a lot more
unionized.
Part of the
yeah.
Union.
I was gonna say unionized, wasn't sure if it's the right word.
Centralized.
Centralized. There we go. But I mean, they were afraid of that, so that's kind of where that came from. A lot of fear.
So basically, the whole war started because
They were afraid,
because
and
the
they
North
controlled the North controlled their economy
yeah,
and
because the
whatnot.
North didn't like slaves and the South did, and that's why they had a civil war.
No, that's not at all.
That
what I
is
said.
Austin. That's why it happened.
Who was the first state to secede?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, I
South
think.
Carolina. All right, let's
Yeah,
look
and
at
then-
their letter.
Are you looking up the letter thing?
Uh-huh.
We
Oh,
talked
yeah,
about this like
yeah, look that
yesterday
up.
in class, Austin. Not you, but like we have the same history teacher.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, but I was. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, tell me
Not
about. it.
Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, so then they seceded, and a bunch of
Yeah,
other states
succeeded is
joined
something
in,
different.
and yeah. So there's also I don't know how to describe this correctly. Let's see. So there were some representatives from, I can't remember what state. They were going to try and see if they could talk to South Carolina and convince them not to. And so they went up to Lincoln's cabinet. They're going to have a meeting with him or whatever. And so then they were told to wait 3 days.
As long as they went to his cabinet, not his theater box.
Shut
Am I
up.
right? Am I right, guys?
Anyways, so then they waited for the 3 days, and then they got their meeting with Lincoln. And they were like, there's a way we could do this without, fighting. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I sent the ships down 3 days ago. And so basically,
And you can't stop
Before-
them because
before-
there's no cell phones. So you can't just like call and be like, hey, maybe don't do that.
Mr.
The point that
Alter
I'm getting
hasn't
to
done his
here.
thing yet.
Well,
The
no, they don't have
telegraph
a
is-
wireless telegram.
yeah. So the thing is, though, yeah, they can't stop the boats.
Ships got port too. They
That's
don't,
what
they
I
don't go
was.
very
That's what I
far.
was thinking, but they kind of just went. But anyways, so my point that I was getting to though was that these boats were sent with troops and whatnot
Mhm.
before Fort Sumter was actually attacked.
It's almost like the letters say, "Hey, we're our own country now." If I had to assume, I would say
But they couldn't attack a new country. That was like the world. I don't know what the title of it was, but it was kind of like a World Peace Union thing. Out of like the 4 major powers that were
yeah,
going on.
Napoleon just happened. Napoleon was actually like
And so it was a whole thing. You couldn't attack a brand new government or something like that.
yeah, no, Napoleon happened, and the French kind of took over the world for a second. So I was like, hey, maybe we shouldn't have anyone take over the world. So it was just a thing across the world. Just hey, all major powers, we should just be chill, and it lasted forever, up until it didn't.
Exactly.
But yeah, and so then that was the whole thing. So he couldn't actually attack them, and then they tried to push him out, and more troops came, and then they kind of surrendered. The boats took the troops away, even though they had more troops on them, and then they took Sumter, which gave them a big weapons boost and all that. Cannons there are pretty big. I've been there in person.
The War
It's a
of
cool place.
Northern Aggression.
That's what that's called in the South.
That's what it's called by
The South.
People like you.
people who want to be Confederates.
Yeah,
now.
that's what it's
That's
called
not-
by
That's what it's
Confederate.
called by
what's it
Confederate
called?
wannabes,
No, Confederate sympathizers
sympathizers.
Sympathizers.
like you.
I say
You know what's
they're
really
all-
unfortunate,
they're all
Austin? I've
traitors.
just noticed we haven't got a single new subscriber.
A single
Not
what?
even one.
That's tough. Yeah.
You know, you guys
Come
are
on,
the ones that
guys.
brought this topic up.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
Hit the button.
We're just,
Yeah,
button?
I had an ulterior motive bringing this topic up, but it didn't come to fruition.
we're just
so.
talking. These.
Yeah, but you're trying to make me the bad guy.
I wasn't actually. I was just
I
trying to
don't
make
know.
you
I'm
upset with
just
me.
talking.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Look, man. In order to have
Camera
a
turned off.
conversation, you gotta have differences.
Hannah,
of
can you
opinion
press that
here.
button on the camera again?
I thought you changed that. Didn't we?
I
we already
did, but
talked
it
about this,
randomly
didn't we?
turns off. I don't know why.
Did you change it to 30 minutes instead?
No,
of,
I changed it to off. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you,
The producer ate all the chips.
Yeah, our production assistant ate all the chips.
This is her second jar of cheese in 2 weeks.
It's a
The
lot of
second
cheese.
jar of
It's a lot of
cheese.
cheese.
Get off my good.
In just in
Next topic.
second jar of cheese in just as many weeks.
Next topic.
Pass those Oreos over here.
There's
Let's get some
over
of them
there.
going. Those are the nasty ones.
Oh, yeah.
You guys know of any fun things to do in Texas?
Fun things to do. You're taking a trip there, yeah?
Road trip. All
What's the
across.
topic?
What for?
Discuss.
Cool.
Might look at
Go
some-
see the Alamo.
Spanish. That's on the list actually.
The Mexican. What was
I've
it
seen
called?
the Alamo. Didn't you go on the Texas
the
trip?
Mexican War. What's it called?
Mexican American War.
That's it. I was thinking the Spanish American War
Wait,
because that's
Ryan,
what
didn't
we're
you
talking
go-
about in
didn't you
my
go on
history
the
class
Alamo
right
trip?
now.
Did y'all go see
The,
the
or the
Alamo?
Texas trip?
No, I didn't go.
Aw.
It was
Went
my
to
idea to go to the
Dr.
Dr. Pepper Museum. So
Should I go see the Dr. Pepper Museum?
You definitely should go to the
Where's
Dr.
that
Pepper
at?
Museum. It's
Texas.
in Texas.
What city, dickhead?
Pepper Town.
One of them.
Dr. Pepper was invented in Peppertown.
No. They built it. You know, it's like Hershey. He invented chocolate, and then he built a town for his workers. Now there's a theme park.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
You think that Mr.
23
that
flavors.
Hershey- Is that
no,
true?
that's
Is that
true. That's true. No, Hershey invented a new way to make caramel, and then an easier way to make chocolate. And then he built a big factory out in the middle of nowhere and created a town, with all a bunch of housing and stuff for all his workers.
So Hershey, Pennsylvania was just established as a factory.
Was
town.
established as a factory
It's
town.
a chocolate town. He's
Yes, and
Willy
now
Wonka?
and that's
That's
why
what
it's
I
called.
said.
That's why it's called Hershey, Pennsylvania. It's named after the dude because he built it and built up the town. Basically, he's
Mil-
basically the only reason that town exists.
Milton Hershey.
That's a fact. Yeah, Milton Hershey. I know it's a fact because we talked about it like 2 weeks ago in my history class. Because we were talking about the Gilded Age.
Hello there.
That's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, that is what we're talking about right now.
This guy was so rich
What?
that he built a town for his factory.
That's correct. Lots of people did it. There were several entrepreneurs at that time that did that.
I feel like we should play ping pong before we're done.
Have you seen the ping pong table?
It can be cleaned.
No.
What are we talking about?
We'll worry
Ping
about it
pong.
another time. Yeah, Milton Hershey built the town.
So I recently read this book called Looking Backwards by Edward Bellamy, right?
Mhm.
It's this book about where a guy takes falls asleep for 113 years. Like a classic story.
I think you were telling me about
Rip
this the
Van
other day.
Winkle, you know.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Classic
we read
story.
that with Hubbard, didn't we?
No.
Yeah, he fell asleep and he had the gun.
We read Rip Van Winkle with Hubbard, but this is Looking Backward by Edward.
No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the Rip Van Winkle thing.
Yeah, classic American fairy tale.
I like that.
And Creedence Clearwater Revival mentioned it in a song.
Good for them.
Probably a
You
movie
wanna
plot
play it?
somewhere.
Hey, another thing synonymous with the Vietnam War, Creedence Clearwater.
Creedence Clearwater Revival, Fortunate Son. There it is.
That's only in Forrest Gump though.
No, I've seen it. It's in other stuff too.
I'm pretty sure it's only in Forrest Gump. They have different songs. They're in different war movies, but Fortunate Son's only in Forrest Gump.
Black Sabbath too.
But Forrest Gump is the best Vietnam movie.
I don't really think it's about Vietnam, to be honest.
No, he goes to Vietnam though.
Yeah, but it's not what the movie's about.
So
I thought it was
Okay.
about Jen A.
what is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Then Forrest Gump is a Vietnam movie.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't believe
looking
you.
backwards,
Continue.
this guy falls asleep for 113 years. He falls asleep in like 1880 or something like that, and he wakes up in the year 2000. So whatever that.
Ew.
120 years. But the year 2000 is a socialist utopia in America,
I hate
all
Yeah,
across the
socialist
world
utopias.
actually.
I think they're
On
off
my
by
book.
1,000 years.
Huh?
We're off by 1,000 years.
Well, look, the way this world functions is everyone goes to school until they're 21.
What?
Yeah, go to school for free, you know.
Oh.
And then they enter into the workforce until they are 45, and then they retire. And no one gets actual money. They all live off a credit system, right? So everyone gets as equal amount of credit all year long. And
Now this is credit, as in general, or the credits.
Like Star Wars?
no credit as in like you have a credit card, and you just have this.
You just have credit.
yeah.
Is
And
it
you
an
can just
amount
spend it
of
on what
credit,
you
or does
want.
everybody
yeah,
have?
it's an amount. Everyone has the equal amount at the beginning of the year, and you have that whole year to spend how much you want of it.
That sounds like capitalism.
No, but you don't work for the credit.
doesn't sound like socialism.
Everyone gets exactly the same amount of credit.
Okay.
So what's the point
alright.
of the working?
You all work for the greater good of the nation. You know, everyone has
So
to
it's
work.
the ideal.
The classic, yes, socialist utopia.
Okay.
Everyone has to work until they're 45.
So it's
and
like a
retire.
working version
That's how actual socialism
That's how
works.
actual socialism works.
until it turns into communism.
What's wrong with communism?
Communism has the potential to work.
Should we talk about the Communist Manifesto while we're here?
Why not?
Let's go for it. All right, I picked up a book recently.
Communist Manifesto.
Communist Manifesto. I paid $4 for it.
Wow.
I paid money for the Communist Manifesto
Marx would not be proud.
Marx
of you.
would
well,
not
actually, he
be
would.
happy with me.
You know,
because I'm supporting the
Use capitalist
the
money.
bourgeoisie.
not really. Who do you buy it from?
Amazon.com.
Okay, yeah, you are supporting the bourgeoisie.
Yep. See who published this. It doesn't say. All right. I bought it from Martino Fine Books, Eastford, Connecticut. That sounds like a small shop.
Maybe it goes to like charity or something. No, they
Sure.
they do it with Mein Kampf.
It was only $4.
Yeah, but they do it with Mein Kampf. You know, like you can buy Mein Kampf for like $5, I bet, and it all goes to charity.
It goes to
Good
Want to do a
no.
personality quiz?
Holocaust survivors charity.
Are you here right now, bro?
Are you paying attention? We're talking about socialism.
Well, start talking.
I think we need to find another host.
All right, Weaver's cut off now.
Put it back on.
Some bullshit.
Weaver.
Ryan.
Bailey will understand in a moment.
All right, boys. Let's not have any dead air here.
All right,
That's
yeah.
number one
That's how you
rule
get your
of
FCC license revoked.
That's number one rule of radio. No dead air.
That's true.
No
All
what?
right, so
Dead air.
What's that?
just getting through this.
Silence.
Would you like to hear
I've never heard
an
that
excerpt
before.
from this?
I would.
Socialist Manifesto. I mean, what?
Communist.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Different.
All right, pick a page between 1 and 40.
7.
You're not gonna. You haven't picked one out. You just want to hear.
No, I'm just gonna make a random one.
7.
27.
Page
What is wrong with
27.
The beginning is just well.
Hey,
Actually, the beginning is actually kind of interesting.
The beginning is interesting. All right, page 27. All right, I'm just gonna read this first paragraph. C. I don't know what C is. I guess it's labeled maybe A, B, C. Yeah, that's what it is. C. This is titled German or True Socialism. The socialist and communist literature of France, a literature that originated under the pressure of a bourgeoisie in power, and that was the expression of the struggle against this power, was introduced into Germany at a time when the bourgeoisie in that country had just begun its contest with feudal absolutism.
Now was Marx was a German, right?
I believe Marx was a German, yes. I was
Okay.
actually thinking, no, wasn't Marx Russian?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, Marx was German then.
Lenin was Russian.
Lenin.
All the
Lenin
guys
was
who
Russian.
established the USSR, they were Russian because it was established in Russia. Believe it or not.
Because Russia's the only one that matters.
The United States of Russia?
China did that,
So they weren't part of the USSR.
No,
They were
but-
their own thing.
yeah, but like China's still a communist country as
Yes,
is
it
today.
is to
So
this day.
the USSR kind of didn't do great.
It's not a great example of a communist country. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
Living
like,
conditions are kind of terrible there.
I mean, look,
I
after
mean, it depends where you are, obviously, but
in like the 60s and 70s, it actually wasn't bad, but in the 80s, it was bad.
because of that guy whose name I can't remember, Captain Meng Tao or something like that became in charge.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Meng Tao?
Communist China?
Oh, I was talking about communist.
Yeah, that's what I was
Russia.
like.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to say
I
it.
was still focused on communist China. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, China's also not a great place to live anytime.
No.
I'm gonna be honest.
No.
It never seems super stable.
No. Unless you're in Hong
Didn't it
Kong.
break apart like 100
Now,
times?
Hong Kong's pretty cool.
I don't know if you've been reading up on what's going on in
No,
Hong
I don't want
Kong
to live
recently.
there. No. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm familiar. But I mean, it'd be nice to take a trip.
What's happening in Hong Kong?
Have you heard of Tiananmen Square? It has nothing to do
No.
with that.
Tiananmen Square didn't happen.
I'm sorry.
What is that? Please inform me.
That's what the Chinese want you to believe.
Oh, that is what the Chinese want you to believe.
Didn't happen. It's not
Please,
real.
Just like-
please
Just
inform
like
me.
The U.S. government don't want you to believe that Kent State happened.
What?
Kent State? Are you not familiar?
I don't know what that is.
Can you
Brian.
elaborate on both of
Look
them?
that up. Look that up.
No, I.
Google that real quick. We'll talk about it. I don't know all the details, but I'm looking up.
They don't listen to me.
What do you say, Weaves?
Can you elaborate on both of them?
Okay, so Tiananmen Square is where some college kids were protesting the communists, with censorship of the Chinese government. You know, you can't really have freedom of press there. So they were protesting in this place called Tiananmen Square, which is a little public gathering. So they sent in the army, and there's this one really, really popular picture of this one college kid standing in front of a tank, and then they just massacred all of them.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
They're
They
all
killed them all.
They
Because
killed.
they were
all of them.
protesting for. I don't remember what it was for.
It was like to have more like less censorship, right?
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that sounds right.
Hmm.
They killed every single one,
All of
and
it.
then they
There's a
pretend
lot.
like it doesn't happen now. This was in the 80s.
So then, how can you pretend like it didn't happen if everyone knows it happened?
Well,
Yeah.
in China, they censor. They don't have like our social media. It's a censored version of it. They have their own government controlled social media,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't.
So China doesn't know it happened.
Yeah, I don't think the average Chinese person, unless they were alive at that time, knows it happened.
Yeah, it's very like everything in China is very much heavily
Yeah.
censored. Like it's so clearly their riots didn't work out that well, which is unfortunate.
Well, Hong Kong's still different.
But Hong Kong's different. Hong Kong is like
which is
it's like its own republic almost.
it is up until it got like 50 years of freedom in the 70s.
Okay.
We're gonna have to call it soon.
Yeah, we are.
What time is it?
You're almost been going on for like 50 minutes.
No,
Yeah.
we're past an hour now.
But Hong Kong, it was a British
We'll
colony.
finish
first,
up this thing
right?
and then I want to talk about Kent State and then we can
Ooh, it's
cut it
7.
off.
Yeah, Hong Kong was a
11.
British colony, right? So, but China was like, "Hey, Britain, can we have that island back? It's really profitable." And Britain was like, "I don't know, man. It's really profitable." And China
It was really profitable.
This is like in the 70s. So Britain's not in its heyday anymore. It's struggling a lot, and China is very powerful right now. So China's like, we're gonna take it, whether you give it to us or not. And Britain's like, okay, I guess we can work something out here, guys. So they signed this deal where Hong Kong basically had its own autonomy, and it worked under like British law for like 50 years after that was established, and that time's about to run out. So it's about to go under Chinese law, and all the Hong Kongese or whatever they are saying, hey, can we not do that, please? Because we kind of like capitalism and stuff. And China's like, no, die.
And we also like not having censorship and stuff.
Yeah, and China's like, nah. That's where we're at right now in the world.
So how long till that actually happens?
Might have already happened.
There may be a war coming soon. We don't know about. I don't know.
So what was the whole World War III gonna be?
That was over Iran.
Those
Different
are-
story. A guy got shot, and you know, like how World War One started.
I never actually
Archduke
heard how it
Franz
started.
Ferdinand.
Archduke of France. He went to Prussia.
Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, okay. I
Of
thought
the
you said-
Austro-Hungarian Empire.
Yeah, he went to Prussia.
No.
Are you sure?
He was going around in his empire doing the hey
Remember
guys,
when New
how's it
Zealand made a
going?
tank?
And this Serbian guy shot him.
Yeah.
And so
That's
they
right.
declared war on Serbia, and then Russia had an alliance with Serbia, but then Austria-Hungary had an alliance with Germany, and then Russia also had an alliance with like France, and France had an alliance with Britain, and Britain had an alliance with the U.S.
It's
and the
pretty similar to
Ottomans,
World War II in terms of the alliances.
and
actually.
the Ottomans were also in there too.
But
and
they stopped existing after World War II.
because
Austria.
we just obliterated them.
Yeah. Okay, so as much as I would like to talk about
Kent-
that, I
Kent
do want to
State.
get Kent State, because you were talking about Tiananmen Square. Mhm.
Yeah.
So essentially, what happened with Kent State is there was a protest in May 4th, 1970. I have the date because we are running out of battery.
Mhm.
So essentially, what happened was there was a large crowd of these college students gathered at Kent State University in Ohio on May 4th, 1970, as I mentioned. And so they were having a big protest, because the Vietnam War was kind of dumb and people didn't like it at the time because it was kind of dumb. So basically, the Ohio National Guard showed up to the protest and just fired a bunch of bullets into the crowd.
67 rounds over a period of 13 seconds.
Yes. The Ohio State Guard, a function of the U.S. military, showed up at this college and just shot at a bunch of college kids protesting the Vietnam War. They killed 4 and injured 9 others. Like you said, what would you say, 36 rounds?
67 rounds.
67 rounds. I mean, that's a lot of rounds.
This is
It's honestly kind of a wonder that more weren't killed with 67
It's
rounds.
28 guys firing 67 rounds in
Yeah.
13 seconds.
Yeah. So
That
yeah,
doesn't actually seem like a lot.
They're not automatic rifles.
Never mind.
yeah, these were like yeah, they had like M1s.
Gotcha.
It was the 70s. They didn't have M1s, but
I get the idea.
yeah, and then the National Guard just showed up and shot them because they were protesting the war.
Did they give like any reasons or charge?
And
or
I don't
court
know
or-
about you, but I've never heard about it in any of my history classes. Also, if you-
this one picture from it did win a Pulitzer Prize though.
great, that's good to know. Let's see. The tragedy was a watershed moment for a nation divided by the conflict of Southeast Asia. Yeah, because protesting and stuff. Just paraphrasing here.
Did
A
Mr.
student-led strike forced the temporary closure of colleges all across the state. Some believe that the events of that day helped tilt the public against the war in Vietnam.
Do you know if President Johnson said anything on the subject?
I
Do you
don't
want to talk
know.
about CIA and Kennedy?
I would. But I think we're gonna have to do that
I think
next time.
that's for I think that's one for next time.
Dang.
They did actually have M1s,
Was it actually M1s?
M1 Garand rifles.
M1 Garand's really
Yeah.
in 1970?
Yeah.
What idiot
It's
idiot was outfitting Ohio at this
It's
time?
Ohio, bro. What
Yeah,
do you
you're
think
right.
they're gonna
It's
have?
Ohio.
They
I
have
mean,
corn in Cleveland.
Who are they gonna fight against? Canada?
Corn in Cleveland. That's the two things Ohio
all
has.
right, all right, we're shutting Weave off.
No.
That's the end of
All right,
Weave.
all right. Let's do a little.
Oh, wait,
quick-
no. Put me back
Let's do a
on for
quick
the
little
end. Put me
outro
back on
here.
for
Let's
the
do a
end.
quick little outro. Okay, so topics we've covered
Hey.
today.
Yeah, put me back on for the
Yeah,
end.
you're on.
Okay.
Topics we've covered today. Words Weaver doesn't know how to pronounce.
Yeah.
Socialism.
Socialism.
Communism.
Kent State.
Kent State, Tiananmen Square,
Tiananmen Square.
Civil War,
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Metal work stuff that Weaver
Metalwork
goes
stuff.
on about.
Yeah, stuff that
Boring-
Weaver cares
boring
about that we
Weaver
don't.
stuff.
Yeah. Those were right back to back.
And a call from a beloved viewer.
And a call from a...
What?
Which one of you is wearing green? Him? Are you? Yeah. On the camera, it probably looks green. My friend Julie just texted me and said, I don't think the guy in green has ever went to a history class in his life. He ain't no shit. I just wanted to let you know you're
Where's the
100%
green?
correct. He's never
Look
been.
greener.
This man has
What do you
never
mean?
been. Well, I'm definitely not green, and that's definitely blue, so green. Yeah, it does look a
Not a
little
big
green on
green
camera. But yeah,
hey,
that's.
look, that's the Southern history for you, all right? They
Mhm.
retold it. It happens.
Mm,
Revisionist history is a thing, Weaver.
it is.
Woodrow Wilson
But it also goes
perpetuated
the
it.
other way too.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Everybody
Has a side. Everybody has a side.
No, yeah,
everybody
Ryan,
has a side on something.
Remember the DC
Yeah,
trip?
but
Were you
sometimes
there on
people
that
are just
one?
wrong.
No.
Okay, well, they were pulling books off the shelves at the Lincoln Library thing, like Civil War books.
Hey, you know all those books are cataloged now, right? In the National Archives, you can visit them online anytime you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But not all of them.
This
still
video
exist.
brought to you by the National Archive.
Or the Congressional Archive. They are two different places, believe it or not. I don't know how.
I would think it would be the National Archive, not the Congressional
I
Archive.
don't know. You find some funny stuff all over the place.
Oh, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah. Recap. What else? There was
What
something
if they
at the
were to
beginning we talked-
archive memes?
Tesla Starlink. Talked about Spanish and emails. I attempted to start an argument with Weaver about why the Civil War happened, and it just
I'm gonna
didn't work
follow
out.
up next time with what Spinach actually said.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We'll get back.
Yeah,
to
next
you
time
on
we
that.
see you, we'll
We'll do a
Yeah, we'll get
follow-up.
back to you
Probably
on
about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we
we
should talk about
I was
World War One
thinking,
and World War Two.
Either next week or that Friday.
I'm thinking twice a month. I'm thinking every
Twice
2
a month.
weeks.
That's what I was thinking too. So like, should we do the next one, the 13th,
Yeah, that sounds
Saturday,
good. That sounds
Saturday
good.
15th? Because that was our original plan.
Or
Remember?
maybe we can do it. We're out of school. I'm out of school that Thursday. Are you out of school that Thursday?
I'm not out of school that Thursday.
Well-
I'm out of school. Wait, I have a half a day that Thursday.
So
I think
we can just come.
Like at lunch?
it might be the day after. Actually,
What if we went and got lunch
Or
and then
the
did the podcast?
we can do that.
Whatever. Anyway, we'll see you
We'll
guys next
figure it
time.
out. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming out. We
Online
appreciate
class
you.
while doing the podcast?
Shout out to our 3 viewers still holding on out there. Well, Bailey's one of them. So shout out to our
to-
2 viewers still holding on out
Are
there.
you one of them, Austin?
Austin is not
Are
one
you
of them.
one of them? We have 2 viewers.
Alright, so
share with your friends next time.
2 viewers. If there's anything you would like to say, put it in the chat now, or forever hold
I'd
your
like to
peace
not
If you
until
wanna-
2 weeks from
If
now.
you want to give us topics for next time, feel free to email us at all of the above,
Group4@gmail.com.
something like that. Yeah.
Hang on, let me
I'd like to not be attacked.
let me
each
pull
time,
that up
though.
real quick.
We're not attacking Weaver. We're
Not
having
you.
a conversation.
I'm not talking about you.
Who? The phone call? Does that hurt your
All right,
feelings?
so yeah, if you have any
No. But just a little
if
bit.
you have any
But no.
good recommendations for us, you can email us at all of the above group4@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and put that in the description as well.
You can.
If you have any good topics for us to discuss, because we certainly need the help.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly. So, other than that, we'll see you Friday the 13th. Nope, Saturday the 13th. Saturday the 13th.
Maybe.
Well, maybe
Thursday.
before then.
It's
we'll
all-
let you
you'll-
know.
We'll figure
Is
it
the
out.
outro
We'll
still
put a
gonna be,
community
going in
community
reverse?
tab on there.
See you then.
I don't have the outro in Streamlabs. I'm just gonna play the intro that I didn't play before.
Okay.
All right, let me get some music queued up here.
Where are we queuing?
Something. Give me a second. All right, and to end us off, this is gonna be Vampire by. All right. Thank you everybody for coming out. This is gonna be